What's up, guys? Sipping on a triple scoop protein shake since I haven't had protein today all day and it's already late. So I'm gonna slam a lot of protein. It's really good, by the way. Just one banana, 1 cup milk, 3 scoops, salted caramel, my protein whey. You guys need protein, you guys need some cheap prices, you guys need to save money, you guys are students, hit up that link below. I got you on your protein needs, creatine needs, whatever you guys need, alright? I'm your dealer, alright? I got you, cuh. Wear that Teflon, cause where we at, we get shot. I'm gonna make a meal full of protein, carbs, some fat, and even greens, and it's gonna be super tasty and super easy. And I know that's what you guys like seeing, so why don't we just get to it? Okay, so we got some ground turkey, guys, keeping it fairly low fat. I had a lot of fat earlier in the day, so keeping it moderate now. Again, if you're tracking macros, this will help you, especially if you're cutting. 93.7. So lots of protein, good amount of fat, but nothing crazy. It's pretty lean. I'm gonna use spinach. A lot of times I'll use broccoli for this recipe instead of spinach, but I'm gonna use some spinach here, and I'm gonna use a lot of it, and you're gonna see how I can get a lot of it in my diet without having to eat a lot of volume. I know greens are sometimes hard to get, so that's the beauty of spinach. If you cook it and you wilt it, it shrinks to a much smaller size and you're able to get a good amount in. Other than that, it's just gonna be seasoned, this and this, with some seasoning, and I'm gonna put it with some white rice, and then I'm gonna show you the secret ingredient for perfect contrast after this. And it kind of gives you a taste of Peruvian cuisine, because that's where I'm from. I'm Peruvian. In case you guys didn't know, a lot of people think I'm Persian. This is gonna be a good contrast to the dish because I'm a big believer and a big fan of contrast in a dish that works. So let's check it out, let's do it, and hope you guys enjoy it. Okay guys, so I got about 7 or 8 ounces of ground turkey here. We're just gonna spread it out, make sure it cooks evenly. And in a little bit, once it cooks a little bit more, I'm gonna be adding the condiments to it, as well as the spinach, okay? So, what I want you to do is take notice of the condiments I'm gonna use, okay? Keep it simple, but you don't want to just be afraid of using salt or pepper or whatever, because obviously it's gonna make your food bland, and I don't know why people don't use seasoning. Salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and some ground cumin, just a little bit of that. Those are gonna be my 4 main seasoners, and this is gonna taste amazing, all right? All right, so here we go. We got some salt. Don't give me that shit about water weight, water weight. It's all about consistency with your salt. If you have a good amount of salt every day, not overboard, and you don't fluctuate too much, it's not gonna do any detriment to your health. And you're not gonna hold water like what people are talking about, all right? That's only if you fluctuate a lot, and in reality that doesn't affect fat loss. You can still lose fat while eating salt, and you can even lose fat all the way to contest prep, all the way to stage, without having to eliminate salt like some people think. So now we got onion powder next, a little bit of garlic, tiny bit of cumin. In Abdullah's words, it's gonna be tasty, eh? Here goes the greens, guys, the good stuff. So look how, take notice how big it is when I put it in the pan, all right? You're like, oh, how are you gonna eat all those greens? Or isn't that gonna overpower the taste of the meat? Not quite, not quite. You must be a rookie in the kitchen. Let me help you out, young one. I'm gonna stir all this together, and I'm gonna let the spinach get some heat so that it wilts and it shrinks. And from there, we're gonna mix it in with the meat, and you're not even gonna really have much spinach to eat, even though you're gonna get a lot of the nutrients from it. That being said, we're gonna get all this, we're gonna mix it with some white rice, and then we're gonna add that extra ingredient that I'm telling you guys about, so stay tuned to check that out. Okay guys, this is literally like 1 minute later, if that. Look what happened to the spinach. It shrunk, tiny, teeny tiny, almost nothing. So that's perfect, you know, that works in your favor. Make sure to beat your meat and move on to the next step. Okay guys, so now that we have our meat and spinach all seasoned up in a plate, Now it's time for the secret ingredient. Boom. That's right. Sweet and salty combos are the best combos, no homo. And I love banana shaped objects, no homo. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this banana, we're going to open it, obviously, and we're going to slice it all the way down the long way, and we're going to make fried bananas. Something typical with Peruvian food, but obviously you guys can try this too. It kind of caramelizes it, brings out a little bit more sweetness, and adds a huge contrast and a flavor blast to your dish, especially if nothing else on it is going to be sweet. Sometimes I add like sweet and sour to this, sweet and sour sauce to the meat, but if I don't, like in this case, I like to do this. I'm going to show you guys how I do it right here in the pan. Alright, so here we go. Oil it up, spray it up again. You don't got to clean the pan for this, obviously, unless you are a beta. And once that is nice and hot, which it already is because we cooked the meat in it, you add your banana. You just wait till it gets nice and kind of golden brown on the bottom, and then you flip it. It only takes like probably a minute or two max for everything, and I'll show you the final product when it's done. See that, guys? That's about 30 seconds in. Let me zoom in, give you that close up. YuCk. Damn, that camera quality is pretty sick, actually. Okay. Yeah, both sides are going to be like that. Now let's plate it up and show you what it looks like as a final product. Bruh. That's the one right there, man. Full 360 view here. That seasoned ground turkey with those greens, spinach. Then you got your white rice that I had left over, and the fried banana to add the sweet contrast. Eat all that together. Gains, baby, gains.